Thank you. Good morning and welcome to ECA. Welcome to Addis. I think it was last year in Nairobi during the Africa Climate Summit, we adopted the Nairobi Declaration with the call and recognition first that we can become a global powerhouse for climate action and investment. And I think this talks to the points that you are making, that we have huge assets on the continent, indeed, to become a global powerhouse. And some of the actions that we are making, especially here in Ethiopia, are just a reflection of the potential that we can harness. So as this Least Development Countries Expert Group meeting coincides with the Ethiopian National Tree Planting Day, I would focus my statement indeed with the actions that have been taken, on the actions that have been taken here in Addis Ababa. So, Your Excellency, Mr. Simon Mekonnen, State Minister, Minister of Planning and Development of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, Mr. Evans Njewa, LDC Group Chair under the UNFSCC, Mr. Gabriel Mkapa, Chair of the LDC Expert Group, Mr. Paul Desanker, UNFCC Secretariat. On behalf of the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, and on my own behalf, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to this 46th meeting of the Least Developed Countries Expert Group. It is a great coincidence, as indicated earlier, that this meeting of the leg starts on the National Tree Planting Day of Ethiopia's Green Legacy initiative that started in 2019 and has already planted well over 32 billion tree seedlings. I had a coffee conversation with His Excellency the State Minister, and he was telling me about the plans for this year and next year's coming. And indeed, this is a reference to the rest of the continent. And it's really about maximizing the core benefits of nature conservation and adaptation, climate adaptation. The Economic Commission for Africa has been a supporter of this great initiative since its inception, including through a dedicated pilot concept project that our Africa Climate Policy Center delivered with the Minister of Water and Energy to plant productive trees to enhance the resilience of hydropower systems while providing productive opportunities for women and youth. And indeed, that's a core message, how to make everybody, ordinary citizens, agents of change, of climate action, and benefit from it, hence the core benefits, a reference to the core benefits. The work of the LDCs expert group focuses on supporting LDCs to achieve successful adaptation to climate change impacts, and thus build resilience and reduce vulnerabilities to the increasing adverse impacts of climate change. The Green Legacy Initiative is an excellent example of resilience building, and I hope that other countries will emulate this and that your work plan will include this approach as an example to promote to other LDCs. In March, we met with our policy organs, which is the Conference of Ministers of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, and one of the things that I've asked for is peer learning on many fronts, including indeed on climate action. So I hope that through your platforms, you will foster more of those peer learning experiences, learning from successful cases, as indeed is the Green Legacy Initiative here. The Great Green Wall, being led by the African Union Commission, is an example of taking an initiative such as the Green Legacy to scale, a concept that the ECA is supporting the African Union Commission to achieve. We also launched the Green Blue Wall Initiative, which is equally important, especially for island states, where, for example, the conservation of mangroves becomes important for their own livelihoods, as well as to secure positive action against climate change. As adaptation and resilience are at the heart of the work of the LDCs expert group, it is important that LDCs are provided support with the tools and capacities to build resilience and ensure that investments in key sectors are climate-proofed to deliver in both today's and tomorrow's climate. And one of the works that we are doing here as ECA is really to strengthen capacity in foresight so that our member states can really look at different futures and then create necessary systems and tools with a view to addressing those futures. And indeed, that should be a focus of our work, how to strengthen data systems to be able to understand what is happening out there. Our Africa Climate Resilience Investment Facility, AfriRES, with the AUC, the World Bank, the African Development Bank, and the Nordic Development Fund, is there for exactly that purpose. And I invite LDC countries in Africa to make the most use of the resources provided by the facility. As LDCs are elaborating their third generation NDCs to be submitted in February 2025, the Economic Commission for Africa, through its African Climate Policy Center, is ready to support African LDCs in the process, including through the inclusion of well-thought-out nature-based solutions, such as those promoted by Ethiopia's Green Legacy Initiative. I thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you so much, Deputy Executive Secretary of ECA, for your excellent remarks. And now I will invite